heaven down east in Maine. She's the sort of little valley among the green, green pines. With his artist brush, he detailed it in fine lines. You can go downtown to Main Street, to Jones's for a coat. See the flag on the old town hall where the whistle blew. To the park and the bandstand as the music fills the air, or a ball game with Glidden or Tamro there. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees bow across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. When I was just a young lassie and played my childlike games, the Barker School was sitting on the hill. The playground was a gathering place for everyone each day, and Miss Allen and her lessons in fair play. Down the hill we go to Stubby's store with a nickel or a dime. Open up the cookie jar with unclean hands. He'd smile at us and shake his head and add an extra treat. We all love Stubby, the man could not be beat. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees bow across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. If after 9, Policeman King would say, now you kids must go home, he'd smile and then he'd send us on his way. He would check his doors and do his chores with an eye looking our way. By 10 he'd point his finger and home he'd say. At Labor Day the town did boom with people from afar. The fun we'd have within my heart will stay. The night would end with fireworks and goodbye to folks who came to Labor Day in good old Woodland, Maine. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees crowd across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. The 60s came, I can't complain, for these 8 years were such fun. Mrs. Sprague and Teen Canteen was the place to be. Woodland Dragons, oh they can't be beat, was the hung our hometown sun. Oh, the memories of Woodland racing was such fun. Mr. Failing in our high school band, he gave us all he had. Working hard we became #1. Taking us by bus to Washington to represent our town. What a man he is, he never let us down. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees bow across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. Well, I'm older now and my kids are raised, but they never moved away, for they loved their hometown and chose to stay. From St. Croix Paper Company to GP Mill today, it's a little country town in USA. Well, the song is sung to all of you who live here just as I, to remind you of what we really have. Though its sizes may grow and shapes may go, pride will stay alive in this little country town of USA. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees bow across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. Heaven down east in Maine. She's the sort of little valley among the green, green pines. With his artist brush, he detailed it in fine lines. nor Tamro there. The St. Croix River boundaries us and spruces and green pines, and its valleys I've walked 1,000 times. We shake hands with our neighbor Canada as the trees bow across the way. I'm so proud my hometown's Woodland, USA. When I was just a young lassie and played my childlike game, the Barker School was sitting on the hill. The playground was a gathering place for everyone each day, and Miss Allen and her lessons in fair play. Down the hill we go to Stubby's store with a nickel or a dime. Open up the cookie jar with unclean hands. He'd smile at us and shake his head and add an extra treat. We all love Stubby, the man could not be beat.